Should I wait for you?
Stops blinking. Okay, now. Come to your garden, I eat from your tree, I step in your river, and it takes me deep. Your heart is my temple, your tears rinse my feet. I walk out, I'm able to carry your peace.
What's up, everybody? We are live. We're here in the Lion's Den, and we're going to start the podcast. We got a lot to talk about tonight. It's Tuesday night. You know how we do. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat right now. Make sure you hit that share button, hit that like button. You are watching Young Lion TV. Let's go.
Young lion, everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion, everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion, won't you get up and stop fighting? Everywhere I look, they're hiding. Young lion.
Yes, sir. You're watching Young Lion TV, and we are live, 100% live. I'm in the building with all the Young Lions, and shout out to all of you in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, and make sure you let people know that this stream is happening, because the things that we talk about do not get favored in the algorithm. There's a lot going on in the world with politics, with, you know, just the manosphere, with all of the ideologies that are being spun all the time. We're here to give our take and our ideas from our experiences throughout life on all those matters. So if you appreciate those conversations, make sure you hit the like button and share this video. But I got my brothers with me tonight. I got James here. I got Mr. Bill Wright himself. The half black, half Indian with the Spanish last name, James Garcia, in the building. And I got my other brother from since high school, my man Stan Golden.
What up?
My mom said he looking extra swole today.
Why do you have to say that?
Because you did say that.
Arms.
I can see the veins in your arms.
I said it's the small shirt.
The small.
Unbelievable. Why do you have to say that?
Because I mean,
His hat is just blending with that background.
Yeah.
we believe in honesty here, Mom, on the podcast.
He's like my son.
We talk about what's really going on.
If I
you
took
know?
my hat off, you know why I'm wearing the hat.
Yeah.
He does have melons for arms. Look at them arms. Look at them arms.
That's what happens when you're in the gym every day, you know? I gotta get my back. I gotta get back in the gym myself.
I'm in the
man.
gym. I ain't got arms.
Yeah.
That's when tossing package at 90 miles an hour.
Yeah. But I got Moon with me, of course, sitting next to me with the Brian Dawk, the B-Dawk jersey.
Legendary
I will
Eagles.
say yeah to that.
Also, fun fact, Mr. Bill Wright used to always get confused for Brian Dawkins. Put it back on James real quick.
Yeah.
Put it back on James real quick, because James, when he would be out in public, would get confused for Brian Dawkins quite often, especially when you would wear the
hat.
What was that? The derby hat, the fedora hat.
Yeah, the fedora.
Yeah, he would get confused for Brian Dawkins
Wow, look at that.
quite often.
Yeah.
And wasn't a dude like thought you were lying one time?
Yeah, at a restaurant with Shaniqua and I.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's been my dream to meet you. And I was like, no.
But he wouldn't believe you, right?
Yeah,
he's like, come on. He's like, no, I know you are.
Right.
I know.
Was he trying to take a picture with you? Like,
No,
you
he
coming to
just
America?
asked. He said, hey, man, are you,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
I had a different facial hair. I had a little
You do resemble
You
Yeah, I
do.
do favor him.
Especially with the hat on. Yeah.
Yeah, when I had the curly hair, too.
Yeah.
That-
Yo, that is funny. But for those that don't know, Brian Dawkins is a legendary Eagles player.
Can you see this?
Can anybody see that?
I see.
You know what?
James, you said.
I would have to.
Oh my
Put it up to the
goodness,
camera.
yes. Good, that is true.
We do have the same style. Definitely.
Yeah, especially when you wear those hats.
Yeah, the fedoras and
Yeah. This is the picture Stan brought up right here.
the golfer hat.
Here you go, Mom. Put that up. Put that up.
Okay, hold on.
And then switches to James. Switch.
Okay.
Now go to James. Yeah.
Yeah, look.
You know that?
There you can see.
Look at the smile. Oh,
Yeah.
Dressed up.
That's right. Don't got the money all the time.
James is playing it up. Yeah, I'm Brian, dog.
Number 22, baby.
Does that get me free food?
Right.
I was the best cornerback ever.
I like the NBA team.
Yeah. No, but yeah. But we also have, if you didn't hear already, we have my lovely mother holding down the production tonight. Shout out to her. Thank you so much for being a part of this, Mom. We love having you here. And people love that you're on the podcast.
Yeah,
People
we love
have-
your opinion.
People have told us that they love your takes.
They
and-
make because I'm funny because they make fun of me.
Yeah, and you chime in more than any other producer we've ever had. Everyone else, every other producer we've had just stays quiet or is like looking at their phone or shopping on Amazon while we're talking.
Yeah, but the problem with that is I chime in too much that I forget to switch.
Yeah.
Switch.
Sometimes you're paying too much attention. Emma said, "Greetings, guys." Shout out to Emma,
What up,
man,
Emma?
one of the
Hey,
Young
what's up,
Lion
man?
Patreon members. Shout out to that brother. Appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you share the video, brother. But yeah, also, if you want to become a great member of this community, like our brother Emma, who is in the chat right now, you can sign up on Patreon, patreon.com/YoungLionTV. Go on over there. Sign up for our Patreon and become a member of this community. What we're doing is we're building a community of like-minded people that want to see the world and culture change. And a lot of that change comes from us deciding that we want to support what's important to us and support the ideas that matter and not keep supporting the ideas that are, degenerative to the culture. So if you want to shout out and support us, hit us up on Patreon. And also, if you want to just throw a couple dollars at us to support what we're doing here and help us get better equipment and keep this live stream going. A lot of people don't understand what this setup is,
Yeah.
and how we are just able to do this every week at the quality that we have it at. We don't have big money, so we just kind of use the knowledge that we have to put this together with the, with the knowledge that we have. So if you guys want to support and help us build that, Cash App, $YoungLionTV, you can hit us up on there. Shout out to Stephanie. She said, "Hey everyone." Shout out to Angelique.
What up?
She gave you a special shout out. She's another Patreon member. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. But yeah, other than that, if you want to support our music and our merch, you can go to Jatan.com, JUTAUN.com, and we have all our music up on there. And we have our merch, our t-shirts, CDs, all that good stuff, posters, all that. You can get that on there as well.
How about Rendezvous? Can they still go on there?
They can, but I don't want to burden you with that right now, Mom. Like, I know
Why?
that's a whole nother
Oh, I
thing.
thought I just hit Rendezvous.
Nope, that's
Okay.
there's a little bit of I gotta run you
well,
through
you
those
gotta
paces.
show me
Yeah,
that.
I gotta run you through those paces, and then we'll bring some rendezvous people
okay.
in. But yeah, don't forget to share the video again and like it. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Shout out to the people on Rumble watching. Make sure you guys subscribe and also like the video, and Twitch as well. Subscribe, comment to us. Let us know where you're from, where you're watching from. We appreciate each and every one of you. And let's keep this going. What's been going on with everybody? How's everybody's week been since
Good.
Everybody's been busy. I know
I've been busy.
you've been busy working these projects.
Yeah.
I see you brought that
My failed project.
you brought that piece back. What happened with that? What happened when
What the wood?
the hood.
No, so what happened when they realized you took it?
No, I called them and I said, "Listen, I don't want to do, because it was just at that point in time, they were trying to tell me how to fix it, what to do,
Right.
and I was like,
It's not worth it.
it's not worth it.
Cut your losses.
Cut my losses and go.
But when they got home and realized you took the piece, they did.
I called them ahead of time.
Oh, okay,
just to be
okay.
professional,
Yeah.
just to let them know. And I was like, at first I was like, I'm not gonna say anything, but then I'm like, you know what? That's probably not good to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I did it.
Did the right thing there, man.
Yeah.
Use your judgment, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm discovering that it was a husband and wife team and they're flippers. So unfortunately, in the world of the flipping, it's really about profit. So they're trying to look for everything at a certain price point, and they want to get it at cost.
Yeah.
So then they can mark it up. and I've been in the skill trade for a few years now, and this is the first one I built without my dad.
Right.
So and I was actually surprised
Yeah.
that I was able to deliver it.
Yeah.
I was so proud. I remember sharing that with you guys.
Bro, I saw it. I was like, man, you
Yeah.
did a great job.
Yeah, yeah. But I think
Just
what-
to let
yeah.
everybody know, James makes stuff by
Yeah,
hand.
fabricates
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
woodworking.
Yeah.
You know, not just a contractor. Like can work. I mean, this is from your father.
Yeah,
was a woodworker.
Woodwork, yeah, yep.
And you know, taught you stuff. But you also expanded on what you knew from him.
Right.
And have developed
Right.
your own skill in the craft as well. So
yeah, yeah.
So what was the problem? I looked at it. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Walk past
So
it.
we were an inch off from where it was supposed to be, and I had made fillers are like, you know, like when something is off with wood and you're installing, everything comes with like a filler to make up the space.
Right.
Well, they saw it as an opportunity to try and get money off of it. So I said, no, when you install something, because they were jumping the gun, they were installing the backsplash, they were doing all these other things. And I was like, listen, this has to go in sequence. We're making something custom.
right.
The custom piece goes first.
Yeah.
And you're going to do that.
And you got to build around
you
that.
have to build around that
Yeah,
because this
yeah.
thing it's heavy.
Yeah.
It weighs like almost like 100 pounds,
Right.
or maybe more, and it's going to be hanging off of a joist and a partial ceiling. So I was like, listen, we have to. And they just jumped the gun. They installed the cabinets. So when I went there, I moved it an inch to get it, and so he called me back and he was upset about me moving it. So I realized what was happening because the first thing he said to me was, so. How much are we going to get off of this?
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, oh, the money is bothering
Yeah.
me.
That's the whole issue.
That's the
Yeah.
whole issue, you know, because it's custom work. Because they tried to negotiate with me saying, well, you know, Wayfair is selling this at this price. I said, listen, I cannot compete with Wayfair, Amazon. I'm designing and making something from you by hand. You know, I'm not a manufacturer. I don't have a CNC. This is not fabricated overseas, brought over here. They work in volume. I work by piece.
Right.
So it's different. You know what I mean? So I could see that it was more they were not happy with the price.
Yeah.
So they were going to try and find everything
Of course.
to be wrong with it, you know. So I was like, maybe I should just cut my loss, because what I was going to do was, no matter what, because I hadn't finished it, I was going to finish it on site. Now I go through all that painstaking thing. Oh, we don't like the color.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so I was like, this is going to be a nightmare.
You're going to just keep trying to find ways to
Keep
lower
trying-
the cost,
yeah,
lower the
yes.
cost.
I
And-
went, for me, where I made the mistake is in my part, and this part was this. I did all of that, and because I had a relationship with her, and I know her, she's a realtor, I know her and everything like that,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really sign a contract as I should have. It was
Right.
more rush. We got to
Which
get this done.
you usually do.
I usually do.
Yeah.
But this time it was like, since we had that working relationship, I misjudged that. I really wasn't dealing with the husband. I was dealing with her.
Right.
She was actually okay with it, but she was also kind of like
Which is like, you don't know. She could just be saying that.
I-
and
yeah,
then
I don't
she
know.
sends the husband in to be the
the
bad,
bad
cop.
guy. Yeah,
you know?
he's the guy.
Yeah,
you know. So you know.
But you
It-
know what, James? Sometimes you have to learn from
Oh,
your
yeah, yeah,
experiences. And not
absolutely.
only that, yeah, you have to cut the loss that you know, and but then learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just because you knew her, you still have to have a contract.
Sure, I should, and that's the lesson.
Yeah.
That was the lesson my partner and I talked about, was no matter what, we should have it listed, and I shouldn't have followed her pressure. Her pressure was like, can you get this done quickly?
Yeah, yeah.
We got this, we got an inspection, we got this, and I was literally here at nighttime.
You were here all hours.
Yeah, I
man.
was here working, trying to
Banging
get this
that
done.
thing out, yeah.
Because I was trying to build a relationship with her, because she has a lot of homeowners, and I tried to, for me in the trades, I try to have a direct to customer relationship.
Yeah.
Because I want them to see the value in what I do, so I want to have a direct relationship with you. But sometimes, you know, you can misjudge people's character because they're building their business. I am an asset to them, but I'm not a partner with them.
Right.
You know what I
But you
mean?
said
So-
they're flippers, right?
Yeah, they're
So
flippers.
then they're going to try to, cut
Right.
on anything they can. They're
Yeah.
going to try, yeah.
They were already over budget They already, you know, so.
Jake said he does great work. Yeah, you did a bunch of work at his
Yeah, I
house.
did. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've done so much work here. You did
Yeah.
work at our office.
Yeah.
Those stairs are still like I was telling somebody. I was telling Rob about how you and your dad installed all those stairs. He was like, "Man, really?" I
Yeah.
said, they built them things, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hard lesson because I broke my rule to try and, you know, and I should have slowed down the process.
Yeah.
Because when something is being made by hand, it's like music.
Yep.
You know, you guys, to write something, to produce it, to make sure things are harmonized properly, it can't be rushed. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I take responsibility because I should have slowed it way down. Even if I lost it, you know, I should have slowed it way down. Like, listen.
That's the hard part though, because it's like you want to keep the integrity,
Yeah.
but you don't want to miss out on business as well.
Yeah, and that's probably what it was. You know, like I said, I have a partner, so we have a lot of overhead now. So, you know, New Jersey doesn't really make it easy for business owners.
Yeah.
We went to an S corp, so we had to get workers' comp, even though we're both owners, partial owners, whatever. You have to get that. So it's expensive.
Yeah.
So you know, you're like, you got to keep an open relationship. But I'm starting to realize that the flipper types, they're more in it for the quick.
Yeah,
Get
they
it done.
want to get as much profit as they can.
Right. They're not really into the quality of workmanship.
They
It
wanna
looks nice.
Get someone in there quick so that
It
they
looks
can
nice.
make money. You know,
Yeah.
Fresh paint and
Yep.
cut
Yeah.
corners wherever you can.
Cut corners way, and I
Use
have
the
to.
cheapest stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is because we deal with that on our end with the promoters.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
when you get these promoters, and it's sad because it's like I just dealt with this yesterday, and it's the same kind of situation. You know, me and you talk about this all the time because there's a certain type of people that you deal with in business
Yeah.
that are always trying.
Yeah.
You know, and
Unfortunately.
and for the show, we got a show coming up in Alabama on Friday, and you know, it's Monday. I hadn't heard from any of the production people, any of the backline people, and I'm like, what's going on here? Finally, the backline guy called me yesterday, and he was just like, have you heard from anybody? I put a quote in, and you know, I've been pulling all this gear. They were supposed to give me half my money. They didn't give the deposit down, so I'm just trying to see if you heard anything. I was like, dude, I don't know. And he straight up said it, like, he's like, see, this is why I hate. And he's a black guy. He's like, this is why I hate dealing with certain promoters. You know what I mean? My people don't. He's just like going in on like how every time it's always the runaround. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then they ended up, you know, doing him dirty. And a different guy called me today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's we're now a couple days out from the show on Friday, and they're scrambling last minute to get all this gear together. You know what I mean? But it's about like. Everybody just wants to make as much profit as possible, and not, you know.
Quick fix.
Well, part of it too, from the trade perspective, it would be this, right? I think what kind of fueled this, you know, is the TV shows, the fix a flop, the husband and wife team, these shows that everybody watched. So there was a time when realtors were just realtors, and then all of a sudden it's the realtor slash flipper slash contractor.
Isn't it crazy how TV just
TV influences people.
Yo.
So it's the usually from what I've seen in my time, it's usually the wife and the husband's the contractor, and they have a little algorithm going, and they buy these homes very cheap, and then they basically flip them for a profit. But what I see in that world, it's people are so attracted to the look that they don't pay attention to the quality. So it's usually very style. It's usually very up to date and modern, which usually gets people's attention. But they don't pay attention to the quality of the cabinets, the floors, the way the tile is set. So it looks the part, but it doesn't. It's not gonna last. Plus, when you open up walls, you don't know what you're gonna find. There could be bad electrical. There could be termites. There could be mold. They paint all over that because you're never gonna see that.
Something's going on with the feed
What's going on?
because it's like repeating the same thing.
I mean, that just might be what you're seeing, dude. I haven't seen anyone comment on that. Let us know if the feed is okay from where you guys are at. Simone is saying something might be going on.
Yeah, mine went out too.
Interrupting Brian Dawkins.
Someone in the chat said, yes, we scan. I don't know what that means. Yes, we scan.
Maybe she means yes, we can.
maybe yes we scam. I don't know. But yes, says yes we scam. But real quick, I just wanted to mention shout out to Jake. Jake's not here tonight. He had a couple things going on. He very last minute, he couldn't be here. So but he wanted to be here. So shout out to him being in the chat. Make sure you guys share the video. But yeah, let us know if the stream is okay if you're watching right now. But yeah, man, it's people don't understand everything that goes into trying to run a business.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think for when you're dealing with other entities that they're just trying to get as much money out of a situation as possible, they're always going to try to cut corners on, and they always want you to sacrifice what you deserve.
Right. And for me too, it's even like I said, even though I normally don't do this, it's slowing down and recognizing who I'm partnering with. It's almost like a mini marriage in a sense, because you're going to be there for a while. You're gonna build a relationship with someone.
Yeah.
I want to be treated fair, and I want to deliver for them too. I want to get repeat business. I don't really want to do the Yelp and the Angie's List thing. That's fake already. You pay for those things. So I would rather build a relationship with the person, and if I deliver and I'm good at what I do, pay me what I'm worth, and because I want to deliver a good product.
Can you go into that a little bit about the wood itself, like the press board, and then as opposed to working with oak? And
Oh yeah. Well, there's different. I mean, in the world of woodworking, there's the particle board, which is like the stuff that falls apart. Everything is made out of that now because it's just easy to manufacture versus like solid wood or solid plywood. That stuff's just going to cost more. And there's certain people who understand that. We have clientele, like I have some clientels who are on the higher end side, and they understand that they're adding value to their home.
Yeah.
So if they go and they put something, a shower, or they put a built-in, or they want cabinetry, they go for something that's like going to last.
Yeah.
And or the overall function of the kitchen. Now we kind of live in a time, because like I said, the shows, it gives the look.
Right.
It gives a look of that kind of stuff.
So everyone wants
For
it
a
to
cheap
look
price.
like
yeah.
mansion price on
Right.
hot dog budget.
Yeah, we try to slow down the process to show them like, well, what do you want out of this?
Right.
Is this function? Are you looking for the look? You want something to last long? Now we have this thing. What we do is, before we even come out to talk to you, because everybody wants a free estimate.
Yeah.
So we can't run around doing that. So what we do is we try to have we'll have a phone call with them, and we'll ask them, what's your budget? What do you want to spend? Are you looking for American made? Are you looking for, so we can narrow down, what it is that you're looking for.
right before
Yeah.
you get there.
I find that a lot of times too, with like when people ask me like, oh, what can you provide me this service? But
Yeah.
it's always like, okay, or how much does this service
Yeah.
cost? It's like, all right, what are you working with first?
Yeah.
I need to know all the details of what
Yeah.
you're looking for before
Right.
I can give you any type of
Yes.
idea, because
Yes.
it varies so much now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people have their own idea and what they're in their head of what they want, but then they'll ask you, what does it cost? Your idea might be different than their idea.
Yeah.
So that there's no way, you got to get on the same page in those ways.
Right.
And the sad thing about it all is that everything is so expensive right now.
It is.
And then you have to try to, finagle in the way that you're going to make money, but then they're going to get what they want, but it's so expensive now.
Yeah.
Listen, when we decided that we were going to get that bathroom done,
Yeah.
and I knew you were busy. I'm like, this might not happen till months from now.
Yeah.
I'm buying these materials now because I
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
inflation was
Yeah,
coming. We
yeah.
got that
You
stuff
prepared,
back in February, March.
Yes, that's
before
true.
before.
And not only that, but you were willing to. I mean, you're my brother-in-law, but
Yeah.
here's the thing: we're still doing business.
Right.
You were willing to. All right, what do I need to speed up the process? Can I demo this thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I get it done? It's the thing is, a lot of people want it for almost nothing.
Yeah.
They don't consider the amount of work and time.
And they want you to do everything. They don't
want
want to
you
be
to do
involved
everything.
at all.
And so I'll say this, right? One thing I learned, and I have a mentor in the world of trades. He says, listen, you go into somebody's house and you do something for 30 minutes. They look at the 30 minutes as why you're charging me for this for this amount of money for 30 minutes. They don't
Yeah.
understand it probably took you 10, 20, 15, maybe 30 years even to get it down to that.
To be able to do it in 30
Right,
minutes.
you're paying you're paying for the knowledge
Yeah.
and the ability for me to be able to do it fast. You know, that's my time. That's my university. That's my cramming. That's my overnight studying. That's those years on my hands and knees as a skilled trade person. That's my hard knock life.
Yeah.
That's me cramming at 12 a.m. to study for that test. That's me fixing stuff, figuring, understanding what it takes. So when I work with someone like I came in with you, you had the bathroom demo. We did the part of it, but it was like the process. It sped up the process,
Right.
You know, so it's like when we talk to people, we're like, yeah, you can save. You can save. Demo the bathroom.
Are
yourself.
you willing to get a dumpster,
Right.
demo, you know, get
Yeah.
get in there, rip some walls down,
That's
shovel up some tile, like
Yeah.
get it out of there.
Then they realize it's not that easy
Yeah.
to get rid of this.
Especially when they got to do it, then they're like, wait a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we also have in there, we have it in the contract that if any pipes, any electrical is damaged, we charge you for that. Because then we can't take responsibility. Your cousin Ricky comes in swinging a hammer.
Right.
Check out my hammer swinging. So we try to be fair.
Yeah.
We want to be fair with people. We don't want to, we're not trying to be shady.
Yeah.
So we try to, you know, there's ways.
And you guys are completely reasonable. Like,
Yeah.
you guys aren't trying to get people. Like,
No,
the
no.
prices are not crazy. Like, when you quoted us, I'm like, that's completely fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you charge for going to their home?
I don't, but
What?
we are going to have to.
My cousin called a cable company, and they charged $100 just to come and look.
Well, I'm gonna give you an insider trade secret, right? So, unfortunately, in the world of the skilled trades, there's a lot of cheap immigrant labor, and it drove down what the cost of work really is or what it's valued at. So, a lot of contractors say free estimate to get in the door.
So you mean all them guys I see out here doing roofs all day, they're not getting top dollar?
Nope. $10 an hour. You better not slip and fall.
Yeah.
So-
Somebody
so-
got top dollar.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that they do. In the world of the trades, what a lot of contractors will do will say free estimate because they know people are going to respond to that. So once they get in, they'll assess a bathroom, a kitchen. They'll tell you a price. It's usually roundabout, but they know. Every contractor knows that no wall, no floor, nothing. When you open it up, there's going to be something out of square. There's going to be rotted wood. There's going to be something, especially bathrooms. Once I have it open, you're not going to go look for another contractor now.
Right.
So here comes the extra. Sorry.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. So it's
So they're rolling that
markup.
estimate cost into
the estimate is rolled
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah.
So now that free estimate that you thought you were getting a deal, that turns into an extra $2,000, an extra $3,000 to get this in. A lot of people don't understand that that's what's happening. A comprehensive estimate is to really go in and see, all right, let me take a look. Let me look at crawl space. Let me open up ceilings and take a look. A lot of people don't want to spend any money on that. So what they do is they go for the cheapest guy they can find, and hopefully he's good enough to do it, but not smart enough to count. You know, and they pay the price for that.
Yep.
You know,
Because then they're
I-
calling you to fix those
exactly.
problems.
I have a certificate from the trade school that I went. I have an apprenticeship. I have nobody cares nothing about that.
Right.
You know, like, can you do this cheap?
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
You're fully insured, all this stuff. They don't care.
They don't care about that,
Yeah.
you know. And we offer them opportunities. We're like, get your own materials, demo
Yeah.
your bathroom.
Yeah.
You know, that's ways you can save. You know,
Dumpster, get your dumpster.
your dumpster.
Remove your own materials because they don't understand. You got to charge for all of that.
Right.
yeah.
They want you to do all of
The
that.
dumpster companies kill us too.
Yeah.
Because they're slick. What the dumpster company will do is they'll say, if you get a dumpster, if it's over a certain tonnage, they'll charge you more.
Absolutely.
Well, guess what always happens?
Yeah.
You're over tonnage.
Because all of those materials are heavy as hell, especially
right.
tile.
And how could
Especially the
you
old
can't challenge them
Right.
because they'll be like, oh, this was over.
Yeah.
You can't challenge them.
Right.
So
What are you gonna do?
what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's always over a couple $100.
Did you pay more, Jamie?
No, that company was
Oh,
really
good.
good.
Yeah, that company
I'm
was
gonna
good.
use them again.
Oh,
Yeah, that company
okay.
was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's happened to me plenty of time.
Yeah.
But I'm also
Anthony says she's having technical issues.
Uh-oh. What kind of technical issues are you having?
I still,
Says it right
I
here.
still can't
Something
see.
went wrong. Says
On
here
your
something
phone.
went wrong.
what? We're just talking contractor talk.
We
We're
didn't
talking
get
race
to
and
the
politics
meat
yet.
Yeah.
It says we're live on here.
Oh, this one's going in and out too. But my signal's low, so
Let me check.
Yes, now it's showing
This
this
says it's
fine.
live, but
I don't know. What is? Does it show the green? Is it still green up there on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. No issues there.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, looks like we're good on YouTube. Everything's fine to me. Maybe it's Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Facebook.
Yeah.
We didn't even start talking about
Nothing.
This
the
contract
conspiracy stuff.
Maybe the title. The title's setting them off.
He's giving away secrets in the contracting
Right.
world. They don't like it.
What does contract have to do with women?
Listen, I don't know, but it was funny because I noticed that there wasn't many people in the chat.
Yeah. Me
Yeah,
too.
usually.
Kyle said I'm good on YouTube, so he's in the chat. Shout out to Kyle, man.
What up?
Appreciate
What
you.
you on YouTube?
Hopefully we can get you to become a Patreon member soon, bro.
Need that money.
But listen, let's just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Hopefully Facebook will come back. If not, can you
Looks like
guys,
Rumble's-
if you guys can't see it, shift over to Rumble, shift over to Twitch, shift over to YouTube. We're live on all of those platforms at the same time.
No interruptions.
No interruptions. You can chat with us over there as well. We'll be paying attention. But
Maybe I should go to YouTube.
let's get into what's been going on
Yeah, let's
in the
talk about it.
news. What's been happening? I got a great one for you guys here. I know Jake gets a little annoyed with the Joe Biden stuff, but he just gives so much material, man. Like,
And it points out that maybe somebody's missing it.
right.
Maybe they don't see.
So did you guys
You
see
should
this?
be able to see.
Did you guys see the interview that he did this week on MSNBC?
I did. Yeah.
I'm sure you guys saw some clips.
I didn't see it.
So this is a clip where he literally falls asleep
Oh my
Let's check
God.
this out.
in the middle of the interview. You see this one?
I've seen
You
it.
see this one?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And the dude actually reacts like the guy
he
interviewing
wakes
him is
him up.
like wakes him up, like, but then just keeps going, never addresses it.
Yeah,
I
because
have
then
not
nobody
made that
addresses
formal
it.
decision, but it's my intention.
So let me set it up.
intention
So he asked him, "Are you planning on running for president in 2024?" That's what he's asking him.
Because you know all the questions about his health and all of that. has
Right,
been
right.
coming up.
So they're asking about his cognitive ability, his health, the stuff with that woman who died, who he mentioned. So people have been asking, like, should we let this guy run? So he asked him that, and in the middle of answering the question, like,
I have not made that formal decision, but it's my intention. My intention to run again. And we have time to make that decision.
Dr. Biden is for it. Mr. President. Oh,
Dr. Biden thinks that, my wife thinks that,
His that oat woke him up. Woke him back up.
that we're doing something very important. I have not made that
Let's
formal
watch that
decision,
again.
but it's my intention.
Did he fall
My
asleep?
intention
watch
to
it, watch
run
it.
again. And we have time to make that decision.
Dr. Biden is for it. Mr. President. Oh,
Dr. Biden thinks that, my wife thinks
Yo, he's an
that,
old man.
Yeah.
He's an old
that
man.
that we're doing something very important.
Like falling asleep.
Yeah.
yeah, he's
April.
like, Mr. President, like he saw that he fell asleep. Okay, so in that same interview, let's just watch
say
this next
Trump
clip.
doesn't run again. Convince Aunt Gloria that she should stick with you.
Well, I think Aunt Gloria should take a look. I think it's a legitimate thing to be concerned about anyone's age, including mine. I think that's totally legitimate. But I think the best way to make the judgment is to watch me. You know, am I slowing up? Am I don't have the same pace? Or, and that old joke, everybody talks about the new 70s, 50s, and all that stuff. It could be, I'm a great respecter of fate. I could get a disease tomorrow. I could, drop dead tomorrow. But in terms of my energy level, in terms of how much I'm able to do, I think people should look and say, does he still have the same passion for what he's doing. And if they think I do and I can do it, then that's fine. If they don't, then
Dude's
they should vote
like,
against me.
you
Now,
don't.
they
Heck
should
is he saying?
encourage me not to go. But that's not how I feel. I can't even say the age I'm going to be.
He's like, I'm gonna strangle you if you ask me that question.
Yo, the whole I'm just thinking about being that guy and having to sit there and pretend like this is all normal.
Yeah.
The whole time, like he's sitting rambling on about nonsense. Why are we frozen, Mom?
Then he grabs him.
We're frozen on the screens there.
How am I how do I
Oh,
change
yeah.
it?
Maybe change the camera.
Hold on.
We're frozen
not
on
even the
YouTube, too.
camera.
Oh,
wow.
the whole thing's there.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then Jake is calling me.
What is he?
I don't know.
Answer it.
I sent him a message.
I think we're
That's
frozen
weird.
on Rumble too. Yeah. Check one. I just sent the message in Rumble if anybody's in there. Is Kyle still you on YouTube, Mo?
Yeah,
Kyle still there?
it's frozen.
So everything's frozen. Yeah.
Keto, huh? That's all I had was one meal. Some rice.
I'm okay, thank you. You can open them other ones too.
Been eating a lot of rice.
Actually,
Steak.
oh yeah. Is anybody gonna see Jake tomorrow? I got bought a bag of rice for him. Yeah.
I don't know what I've been doing. Losing weight. I said, I don't know what I've been doing. I'm losing weight.
Losing weight? You've been eating.
I've been eating.
You not intermittent? You
I always do that.
yeah, so that's why. Hey, you work out early. Yeah, they are.
They're not keto though.
Had some of them last week.
I lost some weight. That's all that matters.
It looks like you did too.
Yeah, I did.
Good job.
Plus, I'm allowed some carbs.
Some Carby Darby.
Mhm.